Funny thing is, Apple lacks games, but Ubisoft also lacks something, right? So Ubisoft lacks money, and of course we know why. It's because of slop like this Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? Apple's got a lot of money. Hello guys, today we're going to talk about Apple and Ubisoft, and specifically, should Apple buy Ubisoft, right? So the answer is yes. Not only do I believe Apple should buy Ubisoft, I believe they need to buy Ubisoft, and in fact I believe Ubisoft needs Apple, right? And I'm going to explain why. And so, to state the obvious, the Mac lacks games, right? The silicon is efficient and is fast, and it's all good in games, but we lack games, right? So a few times a year Apple has this event, and sometimes they give us games, right? They show, oh, look at all these games are coming, it's all fun and so many and so great, but it's actually far and few in between, right? And so last time, or one of the last times, we saw something interesting with Assassin's Creed Shadows, a Ubisoft game, a day one release for Mac, a big game, big AAA game. That's the kind of stuff that we need, right? We need more of that, actually. And the funny thing is, Apple lacks games, but Ubisoft also lacks something, right? So Ubisoft lacks money, right? So it sounds weird because the graph is still green, right? But this goes back decades, right? They've lost so much value from the peak, and I don't know what, 2018, 2019, but even 2020, 2021, they've lost a lot of value, right? And especially the last 5 years, as I said, has been brutal. They've lost nearly 80% of their value, which is mental, right? It's mental. And why though, right? I mean, they have such a massive backlog, so many games, so many original IPs, and of course we know why. It's because of slop like this Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? I mean, it's slop. Nobody's gonna buy it, nobody's gonna like it, right? But they do have talent. They have a lot of in-house talent. They have unique games like Riders Republic, The Crew, like Rayman, God knows what, right? Anything better than the last few Assassin's Creed games. But still, they own all these IPs, right? And now you might be thinking, how would it benefit them to port it all to Mac, right? The 5 people of us that will buy it, right? How will that benefit them? But yeah, it's not so simple, and I in fact believe this is a match made in heaven, right? So Apple and Ubisoft, right? And the reason why is simple, and it's very time sensitive. Ubisoft is currently a bargain, right? It's discounted. It's worth not a lot. Like I said, it lost 80% in the last 5 years, and of course 1.53 billion is not something to sneeze at. It's a lot of money, but Apple's got a lot of money, right? So according to this website, which I don't know if it's true, they've got about $65 billion on cash, which is more than enough to buy Ubisoft right now. And it seems like a good investment to me because, you know, I know the games are currently bad and stuff, but you can deal with that over time. But then at least you got all this IP and all these opportunities to fill the Mac Appstore, right? And in fact, it's funny because according to Reddit, a very reliable source, of course, CNBC, Apple actually has over $200 billion in cash, which is massive, right? It's 200 billion. It's nothing to them. Maybe not nothing, but not a lot. I don't know if this is true. Nobody really knows, I guess, how much cash they have to spend on stuff like this. But the point is that Apple got cash, right? They have a lot of money. They are swimming in money. And so they are also investing it in of course, new Apple Silicon and stuff. But maybe they could invest just a little bit in gaming, right? Because let's be honest, the App Store currently it's a wasteland, right? There's almost no games on it, and you know, almost no new games are coming to it, right? Very few and far between. But combined with Ubisoft's massive backlog, like if you buy Ubisoft, then this is going to be all your IP, and you can do with it whatever you like, right? It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be filled to the brim with games, and it's going to be great for Mac gamers, and I believe Apple as well. They can sell it in their Apple Arcade, or they can just sell the games a pop, and they also get all the developers and all the talent behind the studios, and yeah. Also, Ubisoft will be safe because, yeah, again, their situation is bad, and they will have to sell if it continues like this. They will have no choice, and someone will buy it. And I don't know, in my opinion, it better be Apple than Tencent or some other big company, maybe Epic Games, something like that. It's gonna suck even more, right? So it better be Apple, and that is why I think Apple should buy Ubisoft, and in fact, why I believe they need to. Now, if you like this kind of content, you're now watching Vibram Gaming. I have a second channel, Vibram Silicon. Doesn't have any videos online yet, but they will come. And I will speak there about Apple, Apple Silicon, Apple products, and general Apple stuff, not specifically gaming, in similar formats to this. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye bye.